Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Jen's on the Reel with your favorite Jens.
Jen
and Jen. All right. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe. Go ahead and share if you'd like, because sharing is caring.
Yes. And follow us everywhere.
Everywhere. Spotify, TikTok, Instagram. What else? Facebook.
Yep. No,
MySpace.
not MySpace. Louis, you're old.
I'm just kidding. Not MySpace. Nobody really has that
Does
anymore.
anybody have access to MySpace nowadays?
Do forget password.
Yeah. Shit.
So today we have an interesting little show. Right?
Yeah. We want to talk about the stereotypical aspect of the,
you don't look like.
Yeah. Or you don't sound like. Is it stereotypical? Is it racist?
And
is
this
it
could
normal?
go for this is like many things. So it's not just like what you might be thinking about. So it could be like, you don't look like a Jen.
Yeah. I've had people tell me that. Oftentimes they tell me I look like a Stephanie.
For some reason, people like to call me Jessica.
Yes, I've heard that before. I've heard.
And it's funny because one of my best friends, her name is Jessica. But people it's Jennifer and they say Jessica. So I just answer to that now too.
Just like screw it. And the other thing is okay, so you don't look like a certain name. What is a name supposed to look like? I know Louis had a situation at some point, and this is where this conversation came about, because somebody told him or asked him what his name was, and he said his name was Louis, and they were like, well, you don't look like a Louis. And it almost sounds like what do you mean your name is Louis? It's supposed to be something
the nerve
else,
of you, Louis. But what does a Louis really look like? You wish you knew what our Louis looked like, but one day you might.
One day you might find out. Okay, so let's put it in perspective. Let's play around here a little bit. Let's give out a name, and let's see if we have an idea of what that person should look like.
Okay.
Just to throw out a name.
Okay, let's throw out a Jennifer.
Okay. Well, I think Jennifer is hard because
look at this. Look at
We're
this,
so
Jennifer.
different.
Look at that, Jennifer. And we have a third.
Yeah. Well, but the third looks like me.
Yeah, that's true.
So that makes it
Yeah, that's true.
Jen should look like me, basically, not like her. She's Jessica.
I'm the Jessica Jen.
But let's try. I'm gonna throw out a different name. Greg. What does a Greg look like?
Okay, so to me, a Greg looks like light brown hair,
Okay.
comb to the side, very straight hair, shiny Pantene. Little metal glasses.
Okay.
With like a plaid shirt, some Dockers, a belt, no name belt, like J.C. Penney style. Some loafers.
Beard?
No beard, very clean cut.
Clean cut. Greg is clean cut.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's try.
Wait, what does your Greg look like?
Yeah, honestly, you weren't that far off. For me, Greg was somebody that's like IT. Like Greg is IT for some reason. Like Greg is IT or finance. And yes,
Does Greg have money or no?
No, he's more middle class.
If you're a Greg, please send us a picture. If you're a Greg, please. Because she threw out Greg. We're from Miami, people. We don't really know a Greg.
Oh, it's Greg.
We don't even know a Greg. Do you know a Greg? I don't know a Greg.
No. Okay.
I used to know a Greg back in the day when I was really young, like a kid from Hot Wheels.
Oh, from Hot Wheels, huh?
But he was way younger than me. He was like this kid. He was a kid.
Okay. Well, throw a name.
Teresa.
Teresa. Teresa, for me, Teresa is wearing a long skirt with flowers.
But what does she look like? She's tall. She's short.
She is, she's not, oh God. Teresa is a little, chubby, but.
Who says she makes her own lunch bags? Oh my God. She's always on a
You're
diet.
out of control.
Okay.
She's always on a diet.
This reminds me of, there's this page on IG. Have you seen it?
No.
Meet the Millennial. So you haven't seen that?
No.
Oh my God, I have to find it just so I can show you guys.
I'm gonna search for
I'm
it.
going to send it to you. Meet the Gen Z, Greg. And then it starts describing.
Oh, how
Oh man,
funny.
it's so funny. It does it in that voice. Oh my God. This
I
just reminded me of that page.
Oh my gosh, how funny. No, the one I'm all into is the Tweaker Geographic. Find that. Tweaker Geographic. But that's completely different. That's on drugs.
That's not okay. That's another topic.
That's on drugs. Okay. Teresa also has like light brown hair and she wears a ponytail and she wears a headband. Like one of those really fat headbands. You know, that's Teresa to me.
I don't think anybody wears those headbands anymore.
I know people that do it. But Teresa's kind of in the old school life, you know? She's
Is
a little
she like,
conservative.
how old is this Teresa? It's describing.
Mother Teresa? No, I don't know.
Okay, so there you go, guys. Names don't really describe
No.
people how they really look like. So,
No.
you know,
If your name is Teresa or Greg,
she's sorry.
yeah, she's sorry. Me?
Excuse her, please.
Excuse me.
Especially since my mother's name is Teresa and so is my sister's.
All right, let's try Benjamin.
Okay, you don't even know a Benjamin.
I don't. But it doesn't matter.
And anyway, when I think of Benjamin, I think of Benjamin Button, the one, that movie with Brad Pitt.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but it's
But
not
what
just
does he look
okay,
like?
but it's not just names. I get
No,
thi-
it's not.
okay.
You're right.
I get
You're right.
this
You're
a
right.
lot.
Okay.
So I'm Latin, and people are like, "Oh, but you don't look Latin." Okay, but in that case, there is a look.
I think there is a look. You know, I personally do not get offended when they give me certain, you know, places that I could potentially be from. You know, I've gotten. Okay, wait.
Here we go.
Wait. Okay, I've gotten Puerto Rican. I'll take Puerto Rican. I've gotten Brazilian. I'll take Brazilian. I've gotten Mexican. I have nothing against Mexican, but I just don't see how I look like I'm Mexican. Do I?
Maybe not completely.
Because Caribbean and South America, two very different things. Central America. Thanks, Louis.
But Mexico.
My geography's not that good, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, but Mexico, I know it's like kind of in the middle, but not really. Like it's still like next to Texas.
I don't know, girl. Listen, but I think to your
First
point,
of all,
there is a thing.
Okay, first of all, my cousin lived in Mexico for a while. My little cousin, he's half Mexican. His dad is Mexican, and it would not be anything anybody would think of. Because there's a lot of Arabians too in Mexico.
Gotcha. I mean, obviously there's the influx, so you're gonna have some variations and stuff like
but
that.
you look at him, you don't think he's Mexican.
But is there like a type? And I feel like just because somebody says you look like a type or you are a type.
Well, imagine, like I'm Latin, but I'm half Cuban, half Argentine. I don't look anything Cuban.
No.
When I say Argentine, it kind of clicks with them because I also have German. Because my grandmother from my dad's side, she's German. And then my
Okay.
grandfather from my dad's side is Spanish, that's why my last name is Vasco. It's Algañaraz. It's
Your
Vasco.
last name, nobody can pronounce.
But I don't look. But then when my mom is Cuban, and my whole mom's family is Cuban, but when I say Cuban, I don't look it until I open my mouth and start talking Spanish. Then they get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like, I've said that I've looked American. Sometimes they've even told me that I could
see
be
how
Puerto
people could be
Rican,
mixed
but
with you.
only because the way I talk. Because I guess my R's are different. So sometimes they don't know. Like when I start speaking Spanish, nobody knows where I'm from. It's like a mystery.
But that's because you're in Miami. You're from Miami, okay? Miami.
Yeah, I'm Miamian.
You know, and then that's the other thing. In Miami, it's such a big melting pot. Like you
It
don't
is.
really know where people are from, and you guess. And what's funny is a lot of people, you know, you either have the you don't look like it, or you have the yeah. Oh,
They have that aha moment.
You know
Aha, oh yeah.
Like, I could see it. I
get that a lot with the
Yeah.
Argentinian side. They're like, oh, okay, I could see that.
And have you ever? Okay, so let's switch it a little bit. So we obviously addressed the names. We've addressed the look. You know, everybody has different looks. I want to address the voice. Have you ever been on the phone with somebody and think, damn, that's like a nice voice. Like this person must look like
Oh
this
my
and this and
God.
this.
Okay.
And this and
I didn't
that.
know where you were going with
And
this
then-
until right now.
And then you meet them.
Okay, so this used to happen a lot back in my teenage years, that you didn't know, like, because there was no FaceTime.
No,
you know,
there was no social media. You
there was
couldn't
no
search
social
people.
media. You couldn't search people and
was
see
like
what
a
they
blind,
look like.
puppy phone call.
There wasn't even Google, okay? Wait a minute.
Wikipedia.
There wasn't even internet. Let me take it that far, okay?
What did you say? Party line?
Oh, the party
line.
line. So everything was over the phone. So I remember the cuter they sounded over the phone, the uglier they were.
Dude, for
Every
real.
time.
For real, every time.
They would have like this nice voice, and you
Mm-hmm.
think, wow, and he must be like hot. And then you see him, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. And like you flirt with them on
And
the
you flirt
phone
because it's
with
the
customer
voice.
service, and you're like, damn, like this person must be
Okay.
really nice.
So I can imagine. I know there was a reality show or something, a show about this that, I know there was one back in the day, which was a dating game. I don't know if nobody's going to remember that because I don't even remember it because I just know the reruns because it was before my time, sort of.
What did they do?
But it was like you were behind like a curtain.
They're
Or
doing
not
that
a curtain,
now.
right? They're doing it now. They kind of revamped it.
Yeah.
So the girls there, okay, bachelor number one. It's not like the bachelor that you get a rose. Bachelor number one. So if you were to take me out on a date, and where would you take me? And then you ask the questions to the three of them, and then you have to pick one. So basically, it's like a blind date. And then they bring out all the ones you didn't pick, so you can see what you missed out, and then they bring out
That's
the one that
worst.
you picked.
That's like putting salt to a wound.
So imagine you're really going off the questions and the voice.
yeah.
So
yeah.
they have like a sexy voice.
That's so crazy.
Or they sound cute. But I remember when I was young, I remember the whole phone thing. You would meet people, three-way party line, and then you're like, oh my God, maybe he's cute. And
Yeah.
you really didn't know because you couldn't look the person up. Mm-hmm. It was just like wait and find out. And then it's like, or
And
yay.
you set up a whole date thinking that this person you have all these hopes that they look and
Mind you,
sound
you're
like
like a
that.
little teenager
Like
at this point.
you know their name. Their name is Greg, and and Greg has a very deep voice.
Well, I don't know
so-
back then how deep the voice was. We were kids, but and then you meet him at the movies.
think about it.
You
Think
meet
about-
him at the movies and with the friends in the group, and then you're like, oh my God, that's him. Ew, and then you just disappear. Oh, I got grounded. My mom didn't let me go.
Back then, you could get away with that shit.
Yeah.
You could get away with that.
There was
They
no
didn't have
location, no
GPS,
trackers,
No location. Yeah, they couldn't see your
nothing.
stories on Instagram. None of that. Man, did we we really saved ourselves?
Let
from
me
a lot
tell
of
you,
nonsense.
growing up in those times were so good because nobody found out about shit.
We did all the things that we shouldn't be doing,
Yeah.
and we were still here. We're still here.
Still here
anyway.
and alive.
Yep.
I don't know. I was gonna say kicking and alive. I don't know how.
Listen,
There's things-
we are thinking about doing something. I want to know what you guys think about this. But Jen and I threw this at Jen. I don't know.
I was
She's
like, we are.
100%
This
of
is,
it.
guys, this is a surprise as much as it is to you. It's a surprise for me too.
stop it.
I
I
can't
sent
wait
you
to hear what we agreed on.
I sent her a message. I was thinking of doing an event that is more of a sort of like not a blind date, like a speed dating.
Oh
it's a
yes,
speed
we
dating
did speak
event.
about this.
Yeah.
I want to bring PowerPoints
She wants to do PowerPoints, okay?
on the single people.
Yep. And I don't really care so much about the PowerPoints, but I think it's really interesting the way that she explain
Okay,
it.
because this one, I have single friends, and it's rough out there. We're gonna do a whole podcast about this, but I saw this actually online. You do a presentation like a PowerPoint on your friends. Who can sell? Nobody's gonna be able to sell my friend better than me.
Yeah, I agree.
know,
Unless
like,
they
look at
really
her.
know you. I mean, not that they.
That you-
unless you
I-
really have a lot of shit that they know about, and then they're
Right,
like,
like
"Fuck."
obviously
yeah.
your married friend or your non-single friend would have to present
Yeah.
the single friends.
Okay.
So I could like make a PowerPoint and be like, oh, this is so-and-so. We don't disclose age. She enjoys working out, going to the beach, long walks on the sand. Like, I don't know.
Do we got any
Yeah,
takers?
she's
This is like
fun.
a bit-
Whatever you do, don't give her vodka after 12, like stuff like that.
I
You
love
can make
that.
it funny,
Yeah.
But if you want a good time,
Yeah. No, I love that. What I was thinking was putting it specific to where everybody's income is more or less above a certain bracket so that the money aspect is kind of out the window. We're not talking about millionaires, normal standings. But nonetheless,
oh, you mean people with jobs?
People with jobs.
Yeah. Okay, not no unemployed
We
people.
want stability, okay? We're not trying to put a bad situation with a good situation, even though
Right.
sometimes works,
Because
but
people
whatever.
go through things. Don't get me wrong. I always say this. People go through stuff. You could be getting a divorce. You're getting your life back together. You shouldn't be dating.
Yeah.
Honestly,
You
do
should
not be dating and wasting people's time. Get your shit together and then come back for round 2.
Exactly. So I want to remove that thought process, and I just want them to kind of speed date and get to know each other and not have any conversation about business whatsoever.
Can we give them fake names and be like, you look like a Greg?
We can give them fake names.
Today you're going to be Greg. Today you're Teresa.
Oh God, are you gonna base it on how they look or sound? No.
Well,
we'll figure
we're
that
not
out
gonna
when we get
disclose
there.
that just yet.
Anyway, we'll figure that out. But we would really love to know: is this something we should do? Which option do you like most?
And
Should
do
we
I
do
look
them
like a
both?
Jen? Does she look like
Do
a
I
Jen?
look like a Jen? But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. This was a lot of fun. And please do not forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and follow us on all of the platforms that you can find us in, or that you use anyway. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Okay, let's go.